The day the wounded eagle flew again, the mountains did not change, but the sky felt new to him. High above a wide valley, an eagle named Orion had once ruled the air. He loved the feeling of cold wind under his wings, the way the world grew small beneath him as he climbed higher and higher. Other birds watched him with quiet respect. His wings were broad, his claws were sharp, and his eyes saw every detail below. One winter, while he was chasing a fast rabbit near the edge of a cliff, a group of hunters appeared. A loud noise cut through the air. Pain exploded in his right wing. Orion lost control and crashed into a patch of hard snow and rocks. When he woke, the sky was only a thin line above him. His wing burned with pain. Each time he tried to move it, a sharp fire shot through his body. He could not lift himself. His feathers were broken and dirty. A shepherd boy named Elias found him there, breathing hard, eyes full of fear and anger. Elias moved slowly, speaking in a calm voice. "I will not hurt you," he said. "You are the king of this sky. Kiku! You should not die in the snow." With careful hands, he wrapped the eagle's wing and carried him to a small wooden shelter near his family's house. Every day, he brought fresh water and small pieces of meat. Orion watched him with cold, proud eyes, but he accepted the food. Weeks passed. The wound closed. The pain grew softer, but the eagle's heart stayed heavy. He no longer believed he was a king of anything. One spring morning, Elias opened the door of the shelter and stood back. "Your wing is strong enough now," he said. "You can try again." Orion stepped outside. The valley stretched out below, green and bright. The wind touched his feathers, asking him to join. But his legs shook. He remembered the gunshot. He remembered falling. He remembered the feeling of being weak, broken, and helpless. The sky, which had once felt like home, now looked dangerous. "What if I fall again?" he thought. "What if my wing is not strong enough? What if I am not the eagle I used to be?" He stayed near the ground, walking in small circles. Days turned into more days. The wound had healed, but his fear had grown deep roots. One afternoon, Elias sat nearby on a rock, watching Orion pace. "You know," the boy said quietly, "when I was younger, I fell from a tree and broke my arm. For a long time, I refused to climb anything. I thought I would fall again for sure." "What changed?" Orion wanted to ask, though his beak stayed closed. The boy answered his silent question anyway. "One day I realized that the fear was now more powerful than the tree," he said. "The tree was just wood. The fear lived inside me. I did not want that fear to decide my whole life." He picked up a small feather from the ground and turned it in his fingers. "Your wing is different now," he continued. "But different does not mean useless. Maybe you will not fly in the same way. Still meant for the sky, not for this tiny yard." That night, under a clear blanket of stars, Orion could not sleep. Old memories rose and mixed with the boy's words. He remembered the feeling of the first time he had flown as a young bird, how his heart had jumped between joy and fear. Back then, He had not been sure his wings would hold him either. Maybe courage was never flying without fear, he thought. Maybe it was flying with fear sitting beside me. The next morning, the wind was gentle. Elias opened the shelter as usual, then stepped far back, giving the eagle space. Orion walked to the edge of a small hill behind the house. Below him, the valley opened wide, full of light and air. His heart beat fast. His injured wing felt stiff, but not weak. He spread both wings slowly. A dull ache moved through the old wound, but the air lifted his feathers. For a moment, he only stood there, letting the wind pass under him. Just one try, he told himself. Not to be perfect, just to see what happens. He bent his legs and pushed away from the ground. For a few seconds, fear screamed so loudly in his mind that he almost forgot to flap. Then his body remembered. His wings moved. The ground dropped away. He did not soar as high as before. His right wing felt heavier. His flight was not smooth and proud. It was shaky, careful, and full of small corrections, but it was still flight. Elias watched with shining eyes. "You are doing it," the boy whispered. "You are still who you are." Orion made a slow circle around the valley. The mountains stood in the distance, quiet and strong. The river shone like a silver thread. The sky did not laugh at his slower flight. It simply held him. After a short time, he landed again near the shelter, breathing hard but alive. T's chest felt full of something new. Not the old, proud feeling, but a deeper, quieter strength. He understood now. He would carry this scar for the rest of his life. He might never fly quite like before, but the scar did not erase his nature. It was part of his story, not the end of it. If you have been afraid to try again after being hurt, remember Orion. Your wound might be a failure, a loss, a broken trust, or a hard accident. It is real, it matters. But it does not have to be the last line of your story. If this story gave you even a little courage to open your wings again in some small way, please follow and subscribe for more gentle English stories.